Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea here anonymously. Hello, 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 everybody. Hello, YouTubers. I hope everybody is having an amazing day wherever you guys are. We need to talk about this Megan Thee Stallion, Tory Lanez case, you guys. We need to discuss this because it is taking a turn. It is taking a turn, and I'm not sure where this is going to go, you guys. But Kelsey today, the former friend of Megan Thee Stallion, she was the star witness today, and all hell is broken loose, you guys. All hell is broken loose. Excuse my language, but it is lit. This is coming from RollingStoneMagazine.com. I will, of course, cite the sources in the comments so you guys can check out the article for yourself. We're going to get into it because there's lies, there's deceit, there's immunity, I plead the fifth. So let's talk about it, you guys. So Megan Thee Stallion's former best friend Kelsey Harris took the witness stand at Tory Lanez's felony assault trial Wednesday and dropped a bombshell testimony that Lanez allegedly threatened to shoot her inside a Cadillac Escalade before gunfire erupted. Harris, 27, also said that it was preposterous to claim that she is the one who opened fire on Megan, wounding the Savage rapper on both feet during an alcohol-fueled fight 2 years ago. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Harris testified in a courtroom in downtown Los Angeles a day after Megan told jurors that she saw Lanez point the gun at her and fire. Harris is a key witness in the high-profile case because she is the only other close proximity eyewitness to the events leading up to the shooting who is confirmed to testify at the trial beyond Meg herself. She was considered a wild card ahead of the trial because she was notably tight-lipped over the last 2 years and has become estranged from Megan despite their former 7-year friendship. When she first walked into the courtroom Wednesday, Harris was accompanied by a criminal lawyer, Daniel A. Nardani. The lawyer said Harris planned to assert her Fifth Amendment right against self-incrimination. Judge David Hereford said that he conducted an in-chambers proceeding. Prosecutors then said they would offer her use immunity for her testimony, and she was sworn in as a witness. I don't care to be here today, Harris told Deputy District Attorney Kathy Taub minutes into her examination. She called the trial a triggering situation and says that she is suffering from anxiety and dealing with the birth of a child and a recent death. I just don't want to be here. Then she took aim at Megan. She painted the picture that I betrayed her. She's painted the picture that I'm this bad person, bad friend, that I took hush money. There are many lies, she testified. Todd then asked Harris about other alleged lies. Were there accusations about you having shot Megan, she asked. She said that there were. How do you feel about them, Todd inquired. I mean, it's ridiculous, Harris said. Lanez's real name, Daystar Peterson, 30, sat at the defense table during her testimony. The Love singer has pleaded not guilty to 3 felony charges alleging that he shot Megan with a semi-automatic 9mm handgun, causing great bodily injury, concealed a loaded unregistered firearm in a vehicle, and discharged a firearm with gross negligence. If convicted as charged, the Alone Prom rapper is facing the possibility of 22 years and 8 months in prison and subsequent deportation since he is a citizen of Canada. Dressed in a black ensemble with her hair in a bun, Harris told jurors that she and Megan met Tory Lanez at a Rock Nation event in 2020 and became friends. She said that Megan tried to set her up with Tory at first, but then she caught COVID and was home in Houston for 2 or 3 months. She believes the dynamic between Megan and Tory changed while she was gone. She then described the gathering at Kylie Jenner's house that preceded the shooting. She said that everyone was playing beer pong and having fun, but she described Megan's demeanor as being drunk and a little off. She said at some point after she passed out inside, Peterson arrived at the mansion, asked how Peterson was acting. She said Tory's doing his thing, being Tory, flirting. Who was he flirting with, Ta asked. He was flirting with Kylie, she replied. Harris testified once Megan said she was ready to leave. The 2 women departed with Peterson's driver, leaving Peterson behind. When Megan testified Tuesday, she disputed this detail, saying Peterson's driver refused to leave the property without his client. Harris soon after said she and Megan left Jenner's house for the first time. Megan told the driver she forgot a slipper, so they returned. She said Megan went inside alone and apparently a fight or something happened. She rushed out with Tory, she testified. She was like, excuse my language, bitch, Kylie said that we gotta get the fuck out. I was like, I'm confused. She said the trio climbed into Peterson's Cadillac Escalade with the driver, Jaquan Smith, where everyone started arguing. The argument that took place inside carried on, she said, declining to get specific. There was so much going back and forth, name calling between me and Megan, Tory and Megan, Tory and me, and Megan and Tory. Ta asked if Harris remembered Tory saying something to the effect of, Megan, why aren't you telling your friend about us? She said, yes, ma'am. Megan was just like, don't listen to him. Why are you telling her that? Asked what her reaction was, Harris said that she was upset and confused. She previously testified she and Peterson had been intimate before she caught COVID and went to Houston. I don't know what's going on, she said. He's just saying that they had a relationship. They were having a relationship. An argument ensues and just continues. Me and her are arguing about her disloyalty. She said a lot of name calling broke out with everyone taking jabs at each other. She recalled telling prosecutors that Peterson called the women bitches and hoes. Ta then asked Harris about her recorded interview with prosecutors in September. Do you remember this interview with another prosecutor and myself that you mentioned he threatened to shoot you? Ta asked. Do I have to answer that? Harris said, looking at the judge. The judge said yes. Judge David Hereford. Yes, ma'am. Harris replied, confirming that she made the claim that Peterson threatened to shoot her. And this was in the car, correct? Ta asked. She said yes, she replied. What did he do and what did he say? Ta asked. And then, Kelsey said, can I take my fifth? Harris replied, leaving the stand to speak with her lawyer. And then when she returned, Harris again invoked her right against self-incrimination. Why don't you want to answer that question? Ta asked. I don't want to be here, Harris responded. And moments before, the judge said it was time to take the afternoon lunch break, you guys. And I will be back later once we get an update on what else took place this afternoon. But what in the heck, you guys? What in the heck? This is all over the place. There is some testimony from, what I gather of this that is beneficial to Tory Lanez. And then there's like a few details as well that are beneficial to Megan Thee Stallion. But overall, Kelsey is not messing with Megan Thee Stallion. And this testimony basically proves that. So I don't know ultimately what the goal is. I don't know if we're trying to get a mistrial or what have you in the event that they are not anticipating getting a not guilty verdict. And also, I'm guessing that since the defense is already presenting this as Kelsey was the shooter, and Kelsey is saying in her testimony she didn't see the shooter, didn't see, the gun pointed at, someone specifically. And we have 4 DNA samples. However, 2 of them, they cannot identify who those people were. And I still think, there was a struggle with the gun. And it sounds like the struggle was between Kelsey and Tory, and then the gun accidentally went off. As something, I don't know. But there's just so much weird stuff that's taking place in this case that I just don't know. It's so many twists and turns. Like, I feel like we are in a Tyler Perry show. Like, I have no idea what's happening, you guys. I have no idea what's happening. I thought at first this was going to be an open and shut case, that there was going to be, they could prove within, hey, within reasonable doubt that Tory is in fact the shooter, X, Y, and Z took place. But then over the past couple of years, there's just been all of this back and forth and all of this drama, all of these different interviews and jabs and shots thrown at each other in songs. And we're only 3 days into this trial, you guys, and already it is completely flipped and reversed, you guys. It is already completely flipped and reversed. And it is just a hot mess. Because my thing is this: why do you need to ask for immunity, and specific immunity, to guarantee that anything that you say that incriminates yourself, you are not going to be prosecuted against ever? You will not go to jail in X, Y, and Z if you are an innocent person. That doesn't make any sense. If you're completely innocent and you did not shoot Megan Thee Stallion or shoot at her, why do you need immunity then? And then invoking the Fifth Amendment on certain questions and then having to double back and answer them anyways. Like, it's just too much, you guys. It is just too much. And definitely Kelsey knows a lot more than what she is saying. And, basically admitted at first that she lied to the prosecutors at first, basically to protect herself. But now she has all the stuff to say within limitations on the stand. And I don't know what the jury is thinking right now, you guys. I have no idea what the jury is thinking, because yes, there were holes that Kelsey poked into Megan's testimony, but at the same token, she basically admitted under oath that she was a liar too, right? That she lied to protect herself at the beginning of all of this. So I don't know if how the jury is going to perceive that, if they're going to basically discredit her whole testimony as a whole and maybe look at it as, hey, you guys fell out as friends, so now she has no loyalty to you and blah, 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 blah. But the thing is, there's a lot of things that Kelsey held back in this testimony up until this point. So it's like, if you're going to tell it all then, right? If you're going to completely flip on your friend, tell everything, right? But it seems as though there's certain things that she's still confirming that Tory Lanez said, but then there's other things that she's saying completely didn't happen or doesn't want to speak any further on it because it puts her in the line of fire, right? It puts her in the line of fire and puts into question, okay, what did you do? What was your role in this? What happened here that you can't say X, Y, and Z? So this is a very wild situation, a very wild turn of events. And I don't know where we go from here, you guys. I have no idea where we go from here. Because regardless of now the outcome of the case, there's so many muddied waters now, right? There's so many muddied waters, which is what I kind of anticipated with how the back and forth had been going these past couple of years and all of these delays for this trial to start, that it was just too much drama for us to get a clear-cut, handle on what it was, right? And basically they're saying, according to Kelsey's testimony, this whole fight escalated because it sounds like Megan Thee Stallion was upset that Kylie Jenner and Tory were interacting and to the extent of Tory flirting with her. And Megan was feeling a certain type of way because she was having an intimate relationship with him. And then according to Kelsey, Megan wanted to deny the relationship with Tory to her face while Tory was trying to expose it. And then that escalated. So it's just a lot to unpack, you guys. And I can't wait to see what this update is for the rest of her testimony this afternoon, because this is an absolute hot mess, you guys. This is an absolute hot mess. And we're just getting started. We're literally day 3 in the trial. So there's that. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. What are you guys thinking of Kelsey's testimony, right? What are you thinking? Please let me know. And please subscribe, you guys, so I can continue to provide you guys with the latest trial updates that I have from everybody that's been doing great work reporting from the courtroom. There's been a lot of great commentators who've been live tweeting, who've been doing Instagram lives, who've been, doing follow-ups, at every recess and everything else. So kudos to all of them for keeping us in the loop. And I, of course, will always report on the reputable publications, you guys. You do not have to worry about that. I do not spread fake news here, you guys. So there is that. But let me know your guys' thoughts, like I said, in the comments, and I will talk to you guys again very soon.